In Bitches Be Crazy news,
Crazy.
submitted by Hermione.
Hermione.
Guy's girlfriend and ex-girlfriend jump in a river to see who he'll save.
I feel like this is some Chinese shit. Like, who do you love more?
It sounds more like a K-drama.
It does actually. Who do you love more?
I mean, isn't that obvious though? Because he's like the ex-girlfriend's an ex-girlfriend for a reason, and he has a
versus
new girlfriend.
But you know, some girlfriends are so fucking insecure. They're like, I know you love her more than me ever did. So I'm gonna bring Eunice, and we're gonna walk in front of the river,
Eunice,
and we're gonna jump in a river and see who you save.
So, is it assumed that death is possible? If they're gonna jump in the river?
I'm sure they didn't put that in the equation.
To see, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, I mean, that's a good question though, because they actually needed help from firefighters.
I told you that we didn't even think. They got firefighters involved.
funny.
Yeah, so like what happened was this guy, he broke up with his girlfriend, and for the past 3 months, she kept stalking him and kept saying like, you know, I don't accept it that we're over, like I want you back. But he already started dating this new girl, and then this new girl started nagging to him about like, why is your ex still like on your sack, or I don't know exactly the.
Why is she hanging on your sack for?
Yeah,
Why?
like, they were both bugging him like.
He's a fucking bitch.
This guy got too many ladies on him.
Yeah, so then what he
not the guy's
did,
fault.
he was like, you know what, let's have a meet.
Let's
with all
prove it.
3 of us
At the river.
by a river.
So he suggested it.
He suggested that all 3 of them meet. So
By a
then
river.
the girls started arguing, and then like once they started arguing, I guess the current girlfriend said something insulting to the ex-girlfriend, and the ex-girlfriend got so insulted that she was like, you know what, I'm gonna jump in the river. And so she jumped in the river. She was like, okay.
Wait, the girlfriend jumps in first?
The ex-girlfriend.
Oh, the ex-girlfriend jumps in first.
I'd be like, good, she's gone. Let's go, baby.
Yeah, but then the current girlfriend was like, like I guess she thought that he would save her, so she was like, oh no. So then she jumps in the river.
This has to be Asian. This has to be in Asia.
It's in China.
I knew it.
It could have been tourists in China. Chinese tourists in China.
No.
No, they're straight up Chinese.
China right now is doing some fucking scandalous shit.
First of all, they're setting the pace on what like humans should be doing in relationships. Hashtag relationship goals.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is the.
So they jumped into the yellow river, and then what happened?
So then the boyfriend jumps in
There's
and
the
obviously rescues his current girlfriend. So he rescues his girlfriend, gets her out, takes her to the hospital. She had like minor injuries.
Where's the ex-girlfriend in this situation at the moment?
He just leaves. Leave
His
her.
girlfriend is still in the river. So he takes his girlfriend to the hospital. On his way home, I guess he felt guilty, so he calls his brother. He's like, damn, you know what? Like, you should go save her or whatever. Like,
She waited in the river this whole time?
that's what I'm saying.
Maybe she's a strong swimmer. You know, Chinese
Obviously.
people be good swimmers.
They'd be good, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, so then like he calls his brother, and then his brother calls the firefighters, and then the firefighters go and rescue the ex-girlfriend, and there's some photos.
Oh my god.
So the firefighters had to take pictures first. She's in the river.
Yeah.
That looks like a muddy ass river. That looks like some cement.
Probably is a yellow river there.
It's the Yangtze and shit.
This is so stupid.
Wait, how long is travel time from said river to hospital and
I
then on the
know.
way back with guilt call? Like, was you just chilling there for like at least 15 minutes?
That shit sounds like an 8-hour event, dude.
Just like, what was she doing the second he picked the other girl out and just like watching them safely go away into like dry land? You know what I mean? Like,
No, that's what I was wondering too. I'm like, she was just waiting that whole time, and like, obviously it must have been like a difficult river.
I mean, what
to
else
get
can
out
she
of.
do?
Get out. Or like
Can
a
she?
I mean, it didn't seem like she even
these people swim
tried.
really well.
That's true. Maybe she was enjoying it. She's swimming laps up and down the river. I'm doing this for the cardio, man.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. Would you guys like
Yes.
removing the current girlfriend out of the equation? Would you guys rescue like an ex?
I would rescue anyone.
Yeah.
Like,
Remove the current.
it's more of a question of humanity rather than like the person I like.
Okay,
I wouldn't even fucking wait to like drop her off at the hospital and then come back. Like I'd fucking grab.
It depends on the ex. I mean, not my personal ex, but I know someone's ex that I fucking hate, and I would let that person die. For sure.
And wait, are you asking like if I just saw
Just one
someone in the river, or are you asking? Are you asking if I just saw someone in the river already, or are you asking like I'm with my ex?
She said the ex.
And I see her jump in.
you can either see her jump in or she's already in there, but it's your ex and you like this crazy
Completely
bitch.
different. So for me, if I just saw my ex in the river, I would help her, but I would also help any human that I just see in the river. If I was talking with my ex and her dumbass decides to jump in, I'm leaving. I'm like, dude, you're making your own fucking choices. If you want to be a fucking idiot, go ahead, peace. I'm gonna bounce. Yeah, that's way different.
You would not leave her.
Yes, I would.
No,
I
you
would.
wouldn't.
I know.
She's thinking about herself. You will not leave me.
You would probably drive and you'd be like, God damn it, this stupid bitch. And then like,
Or I'll
turn
call
around.
911, but I ain't getting my hands dirty. I ain't
Okay.
trying to fuck around.
One of the, okay, that works.
Fuck that.
I'm satisfied with
Depends
that.
on the river. Are we talking about the Grand Canyon fucking whitewater rapids and shit?
It's all
I mean, yeah, let's say
Let's have a meeting at Grand Canyon right now.
let's say her life is in danger. But you really hated her, would you say it?
Oh, if my life is in danger too, fuck that bitch. She made her own decisions. She's gonna die by those decisions.
Realistically, if it's gonna put your life in danger too, then of course not. Right? That would be foolish. 2 people die at the risk of you trying to be a hero. She's like, oh, this
Never
sucks.
be a firefighter, huh?
That's completely different.
trained.
That's me signing up for the job. That's just like her signing up to jump in the river. You know what I mean?
That's
So,
true.
so if you guys don't jump in and save your ex, then would you actually like call the police or firefighters to help them out?
After I
Like 2
take a
hours
cell phone video of it and put it on like World Star for sure. I feel like that'll go
Upload it
viral.
on YouTube.
Trying to just get viral, you know.
I mean, have you guys ever had like a super crazy ex that would probably do some shit like this?
They're probably watching the show, so no.
Actually,
Tell us later.
I had an ex that was pretty crazy. So she was already on probation, and she can't leave her pad. And because she was on probation, her license was taken away. But she was like, I love you so much, I gotta come see you. And I was like, I know, I don't blame you. I got that kind of skills, but stay at home, please. And then she
Yeah,
couldn't resist. So she drove all the way from Fullerton to my pad. And then we hung out for a little bit. And then on her way home, so she's one of those dumbass criminals where everything was completely safe. Like she completed the task, but it's the last second because of her negligence. She fucked up. So she drove in. So she lives in this gated like community thing, right? She drove up, and while the gate was opening, she dropped something. So as she went to go reach for it, the car started drifting forward, and there's a fountain in front of the gate. She hits the fountain, and she panics and hits the accelerator and runs the entire fountain over. So her pushing the car out, like she went from Fullerton all the way to El Monte and back, and she was completely safe. Now she has to pay for the damages of the fountain that she caused
What an
and driving
idiot.
without a license.
Wow.
So she's probably one of those crazy ass
She's like
motherfuckers.
an inch away from home.
But is now in the Yangtze River.
Oh my god. Well, I mean, have you guys ever had a significant other or you test their love?
I mean, there's some stupid ass like people out there like that, and I specifically remember I had this fucking phone call. This crazy ass bitch. She goes, "You don't love me as much as I love you, so I have to let you go." And I'm all like, what the fuck does that mean? So because your love is more powerful than my love is for you, we have to break up because of that. Makes no fucking sense. But then that's when I realized you're a fucking idiot. And when she just fucking cried, hung up, right? I shit you not even 2 minutes passed. I'm sorry. She calls back, I'm so sorry. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm glad that was all over. And I'm like, that was all over? No, fuck that shit. I was like, I don't know, I have to think about this. I was like, fuck.
Did you end up breaking up with her because of
I
that?
had sex with her one more time to remind myself, is it worth giving up? And I said, maybe it is. And then we had to, maybe like a month later.
And then there's breakup sex.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I have gone through like some tests, which I feel like kind of like mentally like screwed me over because since then I started over analyzing a lot of things.
Wait, you mean some boys tested you?
Yeah.
What
like-
what did Tommy do?
No, Tommy didn't do anything. Tommy's great.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm talking about like my ex here. Like, so like I felt like I was tested by my ex on just like small things, where it's just like, oh, you know, like if I get you this, like, what would you think? And I'm like, you don't really need to get me anything. And he'd be like, oh, so you don't like it? I'm like, no, what are you talking about? Like, I don't really need it. Or like, yeah, or he'll just like ask me, he's like, oh, I was like, oh, would you like get me something like this? And I'd be like, I don't know if you want it, I guess. But then
Why you
like,
keep dating girls?
I don't know. I don't know. But then like I don't know. He'll just like ask me these trick questions, and then they'll always like lead up to be like, dude, you're being so selfish. Like you don't love me. And I was like, oh my god. I was like, I'm sorry. I didn't really see it in that perspective. You know, like I didn't
How long did you guys date?
think. We've known each other for probably about like 4 years. But
Like
we only
friendship?
we only dated for 3 months.
Damn. Was he like did he have another front where you're like, okay, this guy's a normal dude, and it wasn't until like you guys got together when all the insecurities came out?
No,
He's a scared little bitch.
no, I mean, I feel like he kind of had like that bad boy front.
Oh.
Yeah, where it was like very mysterious and like all the chicks wanted him because like whenever,
And you got him, go Julia.
because like whenever I talked to him casually, like all the chicks would be like, oh my god, dude, she's a fucking slut. And I was like, what the fuck? It's like, why are you calling me a slut?
For 4 years, you thought your homie was like a bad boy?
Huh? Well, I mean, like I could see that like all the chicks always wanted him, so I was like, oh, okay.
And when you get together, he's like, I don't think you love me that much.
His front's out the door. It's like
I
0 to
know.
100, dude. Like,
Is that why you guys broke up? Because you were just fed up?
No, we broke off on mutual terms. Like it wasn't the right time.
But you were just ready to break up though, so you were like, please God, let me find the fucking way to fucking let this bitch go.
No, because like I felt more confused. I was like, dude,
You're like, what?
am
I thought you
I
were
terrible?
macho.
Yeah, I was like, dude, am I terrible in relationships? Like, am I not understanding the concept of liking somebody? It's like, man, maybe I am being too
So you
selfish.
didn't express yourself, or he was just confused. Maybe he was confused because he was so used to girls just like fucking like everywhere he goes they drop to their knees for some reason, and then he just feels like fucking pimp. But then the way that you are is you're not like on his balls, like hanging by his nutsack all
were you
day.
hanging by his nutsack or on his balls?
Maybe like when I was like super like infatuated with him, but then like,
Like, oh, the first week, and then after you stop, and he's like, what's going on?
well, I think I slowly kind of started to like stop showing affection when I felt like.
He's a bitch.
No, like when I when I started hearing
don't
all
love
these
me.
when I started hearing all these rumors about like him trying to get with like other chicks or these other chicks are kissing him. So like for me, like I started having this front where I was like, why should I show you affection when like I don't even know if this shit is real? And then whenever I asked him, like he wouldn't like confront up to me. He's like, dude, like why are you asking me this? And I was like, dude, I'm asking because like I've been hearing this and like I want to know.
And then what did he say?
Huh? But he still wouldn't answer. Like he'll just like divert it to something else. And so I was like,
Are you kissing other girls? Did you like the cupcake I got you?
yeah, it'll be something like that. Yeah. So like I felt like that I was like emotionally tested where I was like, dude, I don't even know what to think anymore. Like, should I even continue with this guy?
And for the 4 years, you didn't even see that?
No, I mean for the 4 years we were just chill. Like,
She was on his nutsack.
We're just friends.
yeah, we were just friends.
We're just friends.
You're blinded.
Yeah, I was.
By the nutsack.
For real.
She got teabagged and she was blinded.
For 4 years.
Can't see, there's just nutsacks on my eyes.
Hey guys, so we have a surprise for y'all. And the surprise is we have a podcast! Yes, a podcast! Finally, you guys can go ahead and listen to it in your car. You can just go ahead and just chill in your room and just listen to it there, or wherever you just need to take us with you. So, if you guys want to go ahead and check out where we have our podcast, just click on the description box below, and there should be a link for you.